I'd like to commence this video with a request. For those interested in receiving more premium betting tips and predictions, especially if my guidance has contributed to your success in winning bets and generating revenue, I kindly seek your support in revitalizing this channel. Your assistance plays a crucial role in bolstering my presence on YouTube. You're welcome to explore my Patreon support tier or check out my various plans. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you seeking our premium picks. You can find the link in the bio and comment section below. Thank you for considering and supporting me. Knicks vs. Pacers. My team pick is Indiana minus 5.5 points. For the first time in the semis, the Knicks just ran out of gas down the stretch. Of course, keeping up their shooting pace of games 1 and 2 would have been a massive ask as they shot 47.5% from the field in Friday's loss. Through their 9 playoff games, New York's offense has averaged 111.9 points per game, and they are shooting 46.9% from the field and 40.4% from beyond the arc. They hit 14 three-pointers in Friday's loss, and they've averaged 12.2 per game in the postseason, with 17.9 free throws each night. Defensively, the Knicks recorded 6 steals and 6 blocks on Friday but allowed the Pacers to score 22 points over the final 10 minutes. This postseason, they are allowing 110.9 points per game while opponents shoot 46.5% from the field and 38.6% from beyond the arc, with 13.1 threes per game. New York has done well on the glass, averaging 44.2 boards per game for plus 4.7 rebound differential. Jalen Brunson shot 10-26 and scored 26 points on Friday, his lowest output of the series. Donte DiVincenzo hit 7 three-pointers and led the Knicks with 35 points. Josh Hart pulled down a playoff-high 18 rebounds, all on the defensive end, while adding 4 assists, 2 steals, and 10 points. Forward OG Anunoby missed Friday's game with left hamstring soreness and is expected to miss Sunday's game as well. The Knicks covered against the spread as +7 underdogs in Friday night's game, and they are 2-1 ATS in the series. This line should be a bit more digestible for the hosts. They look to have found a decent formula to get by New York finally, and if they are even up by a couple in the final few minutes, free throws should allow them to cover this. The Knicks seemed to tire at the end of the last game, something that I can see happening again. It's already been a long season, so everyone is tired in general, but Brunson seems to still be a bit banged up from Game 2, and without Anunoby, the already thin New York bench becomes that much thinner. Indiana is 4-3 ATS in their last 7 games against the Knicks. Take the Pacers giving the points. My total pick is over 218.5 points. The Pacers' defense finally stepped up to the challenge in this series, holding New York to just 16 points over the final quarter while they pulled away. After being out-rebounded handedly in the first 2 games, Indiana was also able to get a slight advantage on the glass, 42-41. Through 9 postseason games, the Pacers' defense has given up 113.1 points per game, allowing teams to shoot 49.1% from the field and 39.4% from beyond the arc against them. They have also averaged 41.2 rebounds a night and turned the ball over just 8.9 times per game. On the offensive end, Indiana knocked down 12 threes on Friday night and shot 47.2% from the field. They scored 56 points in the paint and went 15-18 from the free throws line. In the playoffs, the Pacers' offense has averaged 114.1 points per game, shooting 48.7% from the field and 36% from three-point range. They have averaged 13.4 threes and 12.9 free throws per game. Tyrese Halliburton again led the offense in scoring with 35 points on 14-26 shooting in Friday's win. The Pacers guard knocked down 6 threes and added a team-high 7 assists with 4 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Miles Turner pulled down 10 rebounds on the night and blocked 3 shots. The center also contributed 21 points to the cause. Friday night's bout proved the lowest scoring of the series thus far, hitting under against a 220.5 point total. I feel that both teams will get more offensive in Game 4. We can expect that the Knicks won't suffer through another 16-point quarter again, which will be a massive boost. The Knicks are a bit depleted, but look for Brunson to score big in this one, and DiVincenzo's hot shooting from the outside helps us here as well. Indiana is averaging 116.3 points per game in this series, and New York has averaged 119 points. The over is 6-4 in the last 10 meetings between these teams. Take the over. Timberwolves versus Nuggets. My team pick is Timberwolves minus 3.5 points. The Nuggets looked like they could be down for the count, but they came out in Game 3 with great intensity and dominated from the tip-off. The Nuggets outscored the Timberwolves in the first 3 quarters and led by as many as 34 points. The Nuggets once again controlled the glass as they out-rebounded the Timberwolves by 8. The Nuggets also shot 53.8% from the field and 48.3% from 3. Nikola Jokic, 24 PTS, 14 REB, and 9 AST, and Jamal Murray, 24 PTS, 5 AST, led the Nuggets to victory in Game 3 and shot a combined 21-39, 54% from the field. Michael Porter Jr. bounced back from a poor Game 2 performance with 21 points on 6-10 shooting from the field. Aaron Gordon had 13 points while Kentavious Caldwell-Pope added 12 points. The Nuggets showed great resilience in Game 3 and dominated the Timberwolves in front of their home fans. Jamal Murray had one of his better offensive games in the playoffs so far, and the entire starting 5 scored in double figures. The Nuggets played much tougher on the defensive end and held Anthony Edwards to 19 points and Karl-Anthony Towns to 14 points. The Nuggets also did a great job limiting the productivity of the Timberwolves bench, which has caused problems for them all series long. The Nuggets rely heavily on their starting unit, and they especially need Gordon and Caldwell-Pope to add scoring on the offensive end. The Timberwolves played very uncharacteristically in Game 3, and it was not their night. After struggling to shoot the ball in the first 2 games, the Nuggets came out on fire in Game 3 and knocked down 14 three-pointers. The Timberwolves were dominated in the paint for the first time this series, and they were out-rebounded and outscored in the paint. Minnesota turned the ball over way too much in Game 3 and will need to clean that up if they want to go up 3-1. After this kind of poor performance, I expect the Timberwolves to come out in Game 4 and make a statement by controlling the glass and attacking the paint early and often. Anthony Edwards has shown he can explode for big offensive games, and he will take it upon himself in Game 4 to lead his team to victory. The Nuggets got a big win in Game 3, but the Timberwolves will be able to clean up some of the mistakes they made in Game 3, and they will take control of this series with a big win at home. My total pick is over 204.5 points. Game 3 was the first game of the series to hit the over, and I expect Game 4 to be the same. The Nuggets made some offensive adjustments in Game 3, and they finally found an offensive rhythm. The starting 5 all scored in double figures, and they shot the ball extremely well from 3, which is something they have done all postseason. The Timberwolves didn't shoot the ball well in Game 3, and they turned the ball over 16 times, which took away valuable possessions. Minnesota will come out in Game 4 with a focus on getting into the paint and attacking the rim, which will open up more wide-open shots on the perimeter. Both teams have made the necessary judgments on both ends of the floor, and Game 4 will be the highest scoring game of the series.